Welcome to my podcast. My name is Ethan, and you're listening to 4E with Ethan Gaddis. Today we're going to be talking about mental health. Mental health is all over the world. It is very hard for people to cope when they have mental health because it's like they don't know how to control the stuff they deal with when it comes to mental health. And also, when we talk about mental health, it's in everyone's it could be about like eating habits, harmful situations, or it could be bullying. It could be people get bullied for speaking up about mental health because they know that it's something that everybody has to talk about. But some people think it's not something that everyone needs to talk about, and that's why I'm making my podcast happen today. So I want to talk about why people in schools should not be bullied, because sometimes, like, when people bully you, it is really hurtful. And also, if you ever experience this and you want me to keep talking, just subscribe to my channel, and I will do the best to make a lot of these things reduce in our world, because it is not fun. If you've ever listened to Demi Lovato's podcast, she talks about mental health, and she talks about it with other people. Like, she'll put her face on screen, but I'm doing an actual podcast, like, where I just talk on Anchor. I'm using the Anchor app, so I can just talk, like, about it. So I will be using thumbnails at the end of these episodes, but this is episode 1. We're talking about stability and severity of being bullied, harmful situations, and what it's like to feel lonely. So what it means to not even have, like, mental health might be confusing to you guys, but people like us, we have mental health, and some people don't understand that mental health is really something that people need to talk about. But I need to cut to the chase, because right now mental health is something that everyone's talking about. I don't know, like, what type of mental health there is. It can be like I said, eating disorders, anything like that. I did have an eating disorder a few years ago when I didn't, because I was on all kinds of medications, so I never really had an eating disorder. But for the people that still take these medications, you need to get off of them, because they are not helping you. It is frying your brain. And you really need to try hard to not make mistakes while being off the medications. I still make mistakes to this day, because I'm still trying to learn how to grow up without the medications. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, like right now, it's really not that hard, because I'm very calm, I'm very focused, and it's just really it's just really me to be talking, like, in a normal type of conversation. But sometimes it's not always like that. Sometimes I shut people out. Sometimes I say things I really don't mean. And some people don't understand that it's part of my mental health, but or part of my mental illness. And mental illness is episode 2. But right now we're talking about mental health and how mental health got started. Mental health was started, like, in the late 90s, I'm sure. I'm sure in the 90s people had issues figuring out that people with disabilities, people had body dysfunctions, people had on normal days and stuff like that. So some people have bad days, some people have good days. If you're having a bad day, put it in the comments and I will definitely respond to make your day better. If you're also struggling with bullying, if there's anything else I should talk about, because I'm gonna start this podcast out great right now. So like right now I'm dealing with a lot. I think my anxiety is up because I'm just like talking about it. And sometimes I don't like talking about it because it makes I feel like it makes you guys nervous when I talk about mental health. And especially I don't see how Demi Lovato doesn't get nervous when she talks about it, but I'm sure she just she just can talk about it because she feels like that's what she needs to do, and that's something I feel like I need to do. So if anything, it's like if you have mental health, speak up about it because people are not going to care at all. Well, I'm the person that cares, and I listen to a lot of songs that are sad. A lot of songs that are sad sometimes, and sometimes when I'm happy I listen to a lot of jazzy songs. So it's like jazz music. So it's kind of like when you're depressed, you don't want to listen to like happy music. You want to start listening to sad music. But for some people, when they're depressed, they want to listen to happy music, like upbeat music, and that's not me when I'm depressed. But my depression isn't as bad as it was 3 years ago. Or in 7th grade, I really have bad depression. And I think, sorry guys, I just had to open up a piece of gum, and I think like if we all take the stigma away from the haters, then from the haters getting loud, that would probably help too. I do believe that there's a God in this world, and if we don't stop being rude to each other, he's gonna take us all out. He'll take us all out. Just like, how do we think the coronavirus got here? It's probably the reason why people get bullied. That's the reason why the coronavirus was probably existed in today's world. And that's the end for all. I hope you guys have a safe day. Thanks for listening to episode 1. Mental health.